So Tom Cruise has let two leading Hollywood ladies slip through his fingertips. That might have something to do with his greaseballish Scientology weird shit. But the man makes great movies.
What's in the box?
Hello, beautiful.
What's going on, everybody? I appreciate you tuning into my channel, my station, whatever you guys want to call it. I definitely appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want, comment. I appreciate everything. Thank you very much. Today we're here to talk about Mission Impossible Fallout, but I definitely want to talk about Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise will probably be the most prominent thing we talk about today. But to get to it first, Christopher McQuarrie was the director of this Mission Impossible, as he was also the director of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which was the fifth installment. Just to get this off my chest right now, this is kind of crazy saying this, but this is the sixth installment for a Tom Cruise franchise, and it is probably the best. Probably behind Ghost Protocol, directed by Brad Bird, the same guy that does The Incredibles. Christopher McQuarrie also is a writer. He's been in Hollywood for quite a bit. He wrote The Usual Suspects. He's been a part of Risky Business and Jack Reacher programs, or movies, programs, whatever you want to say. So he knows what he's doing. But like I said, this is about Tom Cruise. And the reason Fallout is so good is because Tom Cruise, once again, shows the world that he's 55 years old and is doing crazy shit on set that does not require a stunt double. And this is why this action movie is a seamless masterpiece, in my opinion. Now, Tom Cruise, yes, 55. The camera. When you're watching these action set pieces, the camera hardly ever leaves Tom Cruise's face, and the reason for that is because it doesn't have to. He does all the stunt work, so you feel invested in these scenes. They feel like they're alive, and they're not hokey or phony because a bunch of editing goes on. He reminds me of Jackie Chan. Back in the day when you were watching Jackie Chan action martial arts movie, Jackie Chan is always on screen. That's because he never had a stunt double. It looked real, like he was actually doing it. You know why? Because he did it. These people are troopers on set. They do their actual job. They don't they don't, pony up, and they neither stunt double. Tom Cruise does his stuff. He's jumping off rooftops. He's flying on the beams of helicopters over the Alps and the Andes, the snowy mountains. And one of my favorite scenes in the Fallout movies, he's going against traffic on a motorcycle, 50 miles an hour. And the reason I love that scene is because I read in Collider, Collider.com, you guys check out that, Collider.com, that during that scene, the sun was going down, and they were running out of time. And the crew didn't have the cables correctly, and the cars weren't in motion. So Tom was just like, he said, fuck it. And we're just going to shoot. Follow me. So the cameras got side by side. They shot Tom going down the road against traffic, going 50 miles an hour. And when you see that scene, you can actually tell that's what they did, because there's no CGI. If you're a good stuntman and you're a good, movie star like Tom Cruise is, then that's where it's at. You feel part of the scene, And like I said, Tom Cruise, even though he might not have won a lot of any Academy Awards or has been nominated or whatever, maybe he does some crazy shit, outside of his Hollywood acting. But I will tell you, man, this man's been making some of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, think about it: Jerry Maguire, Vanilla Sky, Top Gun, Rain Man, Minority Report. Who can remember his hilarious turn in Tropic Thunder? I mean, Magnolia. Every single genre he has been part of and has done a great job, but he excels with these action scenes. The film also has great supporting cast. Simon Pegg, amazing. I love Simon Pegg. Ving Rhames is back, and then of course you have Superman is in there. Henry Cavill, he is the American agent. This is easily his best movie. His turn as the American agent with the twisty and turny plot is amazing. You're always on your edge of your seat. The writing is very good. It kind of plays with that cat and mouse kind of thriller intrigue, but at the same time goes into the action set pieces very seamlessly. That's what makes this movie great, and plus Tom Cruise, of course. But yeah, like I said, and the cons, I'm going to say just a little bit of a con. They're going after somebody that wants to blow up the world with a nuclear weapon. We've seen that many times, but how they get to that point is the journey is what it's all about. So that little nitpicking aside, we've seen it happen before, so whatever. It's still fun when you the way the movie gets there. Now, like I said, seeing Tom Cruise do this stuff when he's 55 years old. I'm talking, there's a scene when he's on the helicopter that the camera is below the helicopter, and literally Tom Cruise is above the mountains, and he might have some cables, maybe some cables, but it looks real because he did it, you know. So this is easily one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time, because it's not this over the top CGI Matrix Reloaded thing, you know. It's not. It's grounded. It feels like it could happen because they did that on set. So I'm really pleased with this movie. Go see it in the biggest theater you can. Pump up the volume. But I'm very, very pleased with this movie, big time. 9.5 balls out of 10 with this one. 9.5 balls. Probably one of my top 5 movies I've seen this year. And like I said, just because a little bit of a plot point with the nuclear weapons, whatever. Who cares? All the people are there. Tom Cruise nails everything. I love this movie. What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie? Like I said, I named off a lot of them earlier. But I've probably watched Jerry Maguire the most, so I'll probably go there. But I love Minority Report. Him and Spielberg nailed that. Yeah, so what's your favorite Tom Cruise movie? Like I said, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, comment below. And I definitely appreciate all your guys' support. I know it's been a while since I made a movie. I've been dealing with Jake and a new job, so more reviews to come. I definitely appreciate your support. Like I said, you guys have a great night. Thanks for hanging with Ball. Minority Report Fallout, 9.5 balls out of 10. Have a great night, guys.